Let's take a look at the process of installing MySQL. When you're installing a database management system, the first thing you want to think about is how will this installation be used? Will it be used in a testing environment where the priority is on flexibility and power, and your activities are basically going to be concerned with learning about the environment that you're going to be installing? Or will it be used in a production environment where you'll be concerned with security and flexibility and reliability? And you also want to think about what applications will you be using with the database. Most applications that use a database will include their own instructions for how it gets installed and will often include scripts for installing the database itself or for installing the data. There are two major options when installing a database management system, in particular MySQL. One is to install it as part of a package, and this is how we'll be doing it in this course. In this case, we'll be installing MySQL as part of a package called XAMPP, X-A-M-P-P, which includes Apache, it includes MySQL, it includes PHP and Perl. It's cross-platform, it's simple to use, and you can download it from apachefriends.org. The other option is to install MySQL as a standalone package. In other words, you have your web server already installed separately, you have your languages installed separately, and you're going to be installing the database separately. If you choose to go this route, you can either download your MySQL from the download URL here on the screen, or you can buy one of their support packages. And when you look for support, you either have the support from MySQL because you bought it, or you can look at their forums, or my personal favorite, to go to Google and type in my question and find the many other smart people who have run into the same issue and have already resolved it. If you're installing MySQL standalone, you may also want to install their GUI tools, which are available at this URL. For the purposes of this course, we're going to be using the command line client because it accesses all of the power of MySQL and all of the features of MySQL, and we're going to be covering some of those features that are not part of their GUI tools. You're also going to need a text editor to edit some of the configuration files, and it's very important to realize that a text editor is not a word processor. Do not use Microsoft Word or any of the other word processors that are available out there. A text editor, when you edit the text and save it in a file, saves only the text. A word processor saves other, what we call meta information about the formatting and the fonts and the layout and things like this, which do not work with the configuration files. So you'll need to have a plain text editor, and I have a couple of recommendations here for you. On the Mac, I use BBEdit, and I recommend it highly. I do a lot of text editing on my Mac, and I find BBEdit to be a very powerful, flexible, and easy-to-use tool. Text Wrangler is also by the Barebones company who makes BBEdit. It's a smaller, free version of BBEdit, and that'll work just fine for our purposes here in this course. On the PC, I use Notepad++. I have used other text editors on the PC, some of which I paid good money for, and I end up using Notepad++, which is free. Highly recommend it. It's a good, powerful, easy to use, easy to install text editor for the PC. You're also going to need a way to access the command line client in MySQL. And on the PC, this facility is built in with the cmd.exe application included with Windows. And this is how you access the command line on the PC. On the Mac, you can use either the terminal application that's included with OS X and is part of the operating system, or you can use iTerm, which is the one that I use. It's also free from iterm.sourceforge.net. It's much more powerful, easier to use, more flexible, and in my opinion, it just works better. So that's the overview of installing MySQL on both the Mac and the PC, and now we'll get into the actual installation.